Okay, so welcome, Maggie.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you so much for agreeing to talk to me. I really appreciate your time. I know you're a busy lady.
My pleasure.
So I'd love it if you could just start off by telling us what you do and what it is about that you really enjoy.
I run a cafe in a small village in Kingswood, Surrey. I'd never done anything like it before. I'm not 21, which is obvious, but I'm also not geriatric. And I just felt when all my family had grown up, I had one son who had some problems, learning problems, and was very ill. And after it, I thought, I can't be at home all the time. I need to focus on something else, otherwise I would go mad. And so this is how the project began.
And so what was your vision for it? Because I know what it was like before and what it's like now, and I love to come here. So could you tell us what your vision was for it?
Well, I think when I spoke, my husband and I spoke about it, and I spoke to the rest of my family, I think the main thing for me was, the priority was that it would be somewhere that we would like to go, and that's all age groups, you know, my grandchildren, which are small to quite large, and, you know, my children who are, you know, married and a different age group, and then also my age group, elderly people. I wanted it to feel really welcoming, and the ethos of the cafe, which I've said to all my staff who are amazing, is greet people as if they were coming into your home. And if they were coming into your home, you'd be like, hi, how are you? So pleased to see you, have a coffee, da-di-da-di-da. And that was the main focus of what I wanted in the cafe, how I wanted it to be.
And what was it that what was it that drives you or drove you to want to do it?
Well, when it was previously run by somebody else as something complete, as a deli, but not as with coffee and things like that. And I used to pop in, and I thought it could be so much more. And it's a little village. There's no heart in the village unless they've got something like this. And I just thought, oh, you know, I really want to have a go at this. I want it to be buzzy and, you know, just really nice. It was just something, I don't know why, I have felt so, let's go for it and let's do it and let's have a go.
I love what you say about putting the heart into it, because I see your heart in the business.
Yeah,
That's so
it definitely is. You know, and I must say, the local community have been so supportive. It's been amazing. You know, they've come in from the beginning. What's really been amazing is I've had people who've come into the cafe and sitting at one table, and then somebody else sitting at another table, and maybe they see each other a few times when they come in. Now they come in and sit together.
Oh,
so
cool.
I've got some young mums who meet up now. I've got some elderly people. Well, when I say elderly people, they are, you know, really with it, on the go, you know. They're together. I've got some older guys who are retired who come in, and they are still very much Jack the Lad and having a ball in there. So I've got all age groups, which is exactly what I wanted, exactly what I wanted, and that makes me happy.
Yeah.
That when I'm in there and it's really buzzy, and I can see everyone chatting, and I feel, oh, that's great, that's just what I wanted. But it's a lot of hard work, it's a lot of hard work.
And on the days where it's kind of really a bit challenging, or, you know, you kind of think, oh, I could stay in bed, or whatever it is, how do you deal with that?
Well, I think, as everybody, I get those days. You know, you sometimes come in and maybe something's not quite as you would want it. I have got an amazing team, a fantastic team, but I've got several nationalities within that team. And I think sometimes between people, you know, like in marriage or like in anything, there's a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
And I don't like atmospheres, and I don't like people not saying what's what. So I tend to, if I think something's not right, I tend to try and sort it straight away. And then I go out and talk to the customers, and, you know, I maybe see a customer, and if the customer comes in regularly or they look a bit fed up, I say, come and have a coffee with me or whatever, and that makes me feel better. I feel better then, and I think, oh, you know, what the hell, it's all right, you know, it'll get by.
So if you were to meet someone who, like, so I've got lots of friends, for example, that will say, I'd love to run a coffee shop, or I'd love to do something different, but they can't find, a way to do it. What advice would you give from where you are now, or they're scared, or something is in their way?
Yeah.
From where you are now, what kind of advice would you give to someone like that?
Well, I think, first of all, I've got a very supportive husband who does help me with the account side of it, because if not, I'm dyslexic, so I'm telling you, this would be a very interesting place. And he also, I talk things through with him. But I think, I think what I would say is, don't be frightened, because if you really, really want to do something and really think about it, I feel like I'm now, one of these, evangelists who've just seen the light. It's not like that. I think if you get the opportunity to do something else, and it's something you've always wanted to do, and I know everyone's got to pay their bills, and obviously we have to, I think go through it, write it all down. I used to get up in the middle of the night and make lists and think, if we did this and we did that and da-da-da. Write down exactly what you're thinking, and then write down beside it why you think you wouldn't be able to do it. Because I find if you think of something sort of globally, on the whole, it frightens you.
Yeah.
And you think, oh, blimey, I can't do that.
It's kind of too big.
How would I do that? And when would I do that? And supposing I couldn't get the staff to help me with that. And the strangest thing is, when you break it down, you can get through it. You get through it, because it's little things and you get that little thing out of the way, and then that little thing out of the way, and
you kind of create some momentum.
Yeah, I think you do.
Maggie, thank you so much. That's fantastic. Really
No
appreciate
problem at
it.
all.